All right, so now we're gonna go over the other major side control escape. The last one, we got on our side, and then we brought our hips back under in order to go to guard. This one we're gonna get on our side, but then we're gonna continue the rotation all the way over to a top position in essence, to our knees, and then wrestle the person down. Okay, so you have to understand what the structure is he's holding you in, as I always talk about the key and the lock, right? If he has to be in a particular lock, I can't just pick any random escape. I have to have the correct key for the lock. So in the last ones, where we're doing the guard recovery, my arm, my north arm is this side of his head, my south arm is on the other side. So can you move your head away? Mm-hmm. Can you bring your hips in? Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, can you bring your head under me? Uh-uh. Can you move your hips away? Uh-uh. Okay, so that's why when my arms are like this, you want to go to guard. But when my arms switch, now if he tries to go to guard, his head doesn't move out and his legs can't come in. So I see a lot of people waste their time trying to recover the guard, but the openings are not in the right place. Okay, so you have to have the patience to recognize the structure you're stuck in. So in this situation, can you move your head towards me?
My head?
Yeah. Can you move your hips out?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what we're looking to do. All right, so let me have you over here. Let's start this way first. I want to point something out. Okay, so if I'm here, the moment this arm comes over on this side, I do not want to leave my arm here, okay? Because especially if he switches his arms. And now I'll wrap up this arm. Now he's looking to set up like a Kimura, north-south Kimura, any of those things. So as soon as this arm goes across, I want to follow and get my underhook. Okay. So when he switches, I go here and sit up just a little bit. My hand I put at the back of his armpit. I don't want to just leave it lazy where he can slide back and control my wrist. Here, exactly. I want to put my hand deep in his armpit. Okay, so now, again, I can move my hips out and my head in. When I first learned this, one of the main mistakes I made was I moved too far, right? So I'm only going to move out a slight angle, okay? The goal is what's pinning me, and this is good to learn and understand about pinning, is his chest in front of my shoulder. So if I'm like this, can you flatten me out? Can you flatten me out now? Why not?
Because
yeah, you can't get in front of my, so if I reach this arm and I go like this, he's always in front of my shoulder, okay? So, and plus, I don't want to reach, like I see people do this, they bridge like this, and then think they're going to come all the way down to the leg. I'm reaching for the leg, by the way, very important, the hip side leg. So all I'm going to do is turn my hand over and slide down towards his leg. I'm eventually trying to get my hand behind his knee. So keep the weight on me. Look, I move my hips out. Keep the weight on me. Here. So by reaching down, my shoulder slides under his chest. Let's turn this way a little bit. Okay. So we're here. Go ahead. I can do a little bit of a bridge if I need to, but really I just move. Here. Keep the weight on me. Here. Come back. Keep the weight on me. So I'm reaching, turning my hand out. Okay. Now as my leg starts to come over, try to flatten me out. Flatten me out. Yep. Once my feet switch too, there's no way to flatten me out. This also helps me get my shoulder. So as I do this and I move my hips out, look, I just move out a little bit. As I reach, watch, my leg goes at the same time. So now if he tries to flatten me out, it's here. I reach, I come up, and I lock my hands on the mat like this. Let's slide back a little bit. I'm reaching, this hand goes underneath, this hand goes on top. And I want to bring my knees as close to his knee as possible. So as I come here, I come up. Now what I don't want to do is grab the leg. It's going to encourage me to pick up the leg, and he's going to start fighting out of this. I want to go here, and I want to pinch this thigh inside my shoulder. So I don't want to be like this. I bring it this way. You should feel the pressure on your leg a little bit versus this, right? Here. So once I'm here, my head is on the inside. If my head gets to the outside and he doesn't do anything, obviously I can take the back. Most time when you get here, he's going to put in a whizzer here, okay? From here, I'm going to tripod up. All my pressure on the shoulder. Here. I'm going to start to drive towards him, and then I'm going to walk to the side, keeping the leg, controlling the leg, getting our pass. Okay, so, let me have you down. Is there a side you want to do it to? Okay. So, what does he do here? Go to guard. When I go here, as soon as I come here, nope, we're not doing the ghost escape.
Yes. Trying to match the ghost.
I come here, here. Now he walks his hips out a little bit. By the way, what I talked about before, what mistake I made is when I was starting out, keep moving your hips out, keep moving your hips out. Now turn over. What happens is you're basically stuck in a sort of front headlock position. Okay, so from here, he moves his hips out, he reaches low. Go back, go back. So as you start to reach, switch your legs now as you reach. That's, you see how you slid under me? Come back. If you reach for my leg, you'll get it eventually, but you see how difficult this is with the legs here? So this will help power. He locks, he goes, he brings his knees in tight, head tight. He drives that shoulder forward and down. Here. By the way, make sure when your partner's practicing, this guy, don't ever sit like this, right? As he drives, I'll injure my knee. So he pops up, tripod. First, he drives into me to break my structure, and then he circles to the back, picks up the leg, and then we're right here. Good. And that is our underhook escape to the single leg.